It's working. What's up, guys? We are back. Sorry, I was having some webcam issues. Got Greenzoid here. Replay analysis. This one actually was from a while ago. Somehow I missed it. This is the second one I've missed. I'm hoping I didn't miss any more. That was back when it was a little bit more disorganized. But if you do have a replay and you haven't seen it in a while, just throw me another email. Just in case. But anyway, he's flirting with about Superstar, Champion, depending on the playlist that you see. This one's threes. I think he's Superstar in this. And yeah, let's just go over this replay. Did it through patreon.com/Gibbs00. That's where you can get your replays analyzed. Coaching tiers, free play tiers, all that fun stuff. Exclusive videos, and some other stuff. But anyway, let's start it off. First face-off's not bad. Like, it depends what you want to do here. When there's a double diagonal, sometimes you do want to just push it to the right, just to see where your teammates doing, but you could also neutralize it. Really doesn't matter. Like, if they come from the same diagonal, the, opponent, then it really doesn't matter where that ball goes. It's gonna probably skyrocket out somewhere. This play's a little iffy. He's the second in command here at this point. He's pretty far away to try and challenge us. He's already going supersonic, so he can't really catch up to this ball at all. I probably would have just retreated here just in case he went for like a dribble, then I could challenge it. He did just throw it away to the goalie, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But sometimes you gotta be careful those when you're the second one left, because if they go for the dribble, then there's only one guy left, and if they do one move on him, then you're kind of screwed. So let's go back here for the dunk block shot. So at least he's putting himself in a spot for like a pass and play, and then he just goes for the straight challenge. Doesn't really have a lot of boost, but he's in the vicinity, so why not go for it, make the challenge, and it worked out there. Got the goal, surprise from the other guy, and yeah, they get a quick 1-goal lead, which is nice. Nice kill there off the wall. That's actually like the perfect play that you want to do. I'm not sure if he really meant to kill it straight down, but this is like perfection here. Off this wall, you generally just don't want this ball to go out into the middle at all. It looked like he was trying to kill it back into the corner, if anything, but throws it directly down. Beautiful play. Makes it so easy for Pops to just get the next hit and try for the clear attempt out, but that's like textbook. Like, that's exactly what you want to do there. It turned into a really good pass to his goalie. Pops does get the clear out, and he's just watching at this point. He doesn't really have to do much here. He starts creeping up there, which is smart. Like right here, he's like, all right, I'm not sure what's going on, but now it's getting really sketchy for the blue team. Like, as you can see, all three blue cars basically have no chance for a clear here. Like, the only way he's going to be out of position here is if there's a really weird pinch, and that's probably not going to happen here. So he starts moving up because he sees all three blue cars have no momentum. They're not going to get a good clear, and that's when you want to move up as that third guy for a scoring chance, when you know that there is no big clear attempt possible unless some weird 50-50 pinch happens. Sadly, the ball goes to the side. He tries to throw it back mid. It didn't really work. Like at this point, you might want to take that slow and try and dribble it off the wall and get the pass more out to the mid. His team is retreating as well, so I'm not sure how much of use that would have been. But all three of blue were kind of discombobulated, so I understand why he would try and throw it out to the middle really quickly. It just didn't really work out. Great save there by Yoda. Let's see what happened here. Yoda's coming back. Oh, he takes a pretty wide turn, but just barely gets back in time. That's always really, really sketchy when you're trying to figure out like when you have to go. And then he figured it out just in time and got the 50-50 with Copy to go out to the side. Barely making that play. And Greenzoid trying to go up this wall. He actually jumps to aerial here, which is really, really strange. You generally just want to use the wall here to give yourself the momentum. He probably didn't realize how close he was to the wall. But you can save so much boost by just driving up the wall and then trying to make a play off that. It's actually a great way to save a lot of boost, is use the walls effectively, learn how to wall aerial, and you'll save a ton of boost instead of flying for every single thing. Because a lot of boost usage is trying to get the height first, and then, but if you just drive up the wall, that's free, so you don't really have to do it. As long as you have some momentum, obviously, because you'll want some speed, more than likely, going up the wall. Kind of like this. Good center here. It actually goes straight down. Little unfortunate here. His teammate is not close enough for this play. If that ball hits the ceiling and then hits that wall, this is a perfect pass to Pops. And he's got a pretty decent shot attempt, but unlucky that it hits that curve. But trying to read that curve is can really save you for a lot of goals on offense and also to save a lot of goals on defense. Really good try here. Tries for the double pop play. I can't talk tonight. I'm sorry. Two guys are trying to retreat back. He can try and throw it high into the net, but honestly, they'll probably make that save. But he throws it off the backboard. They have no one back to actually defend this backboard, so if he can get this double touch, it's a freebie, and just barely misses. Let's see it one more time here. He tries to use the boost to the side to correct it, but then he goes a little bit too far up instead of to the side, and just barely misses that angle out. But it was a really good attempt and a smart play there, trying to push it as fast as he possibly can, because two guys are retreating. That's what you want to do. All right, with here, he's just trying to guard the angles. Both guys on the same wall for his teammates is not the best play in the world, so he's got to try and make the save when it's coming off the corner and drop shots is getting ready for a shot. So that's really, really hard. He's got to just try and block angles, which he pretty much does here. If you can see here, I'm going to like 10%. See where he's jumping. Let's see what type of angles he's blocking. I actually want to go into fly view for this. And then that. So I want to get on the ball here. I don't use fly view enough. I should probably use it more. So you can see here, I should probably get off fly view. No, I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, this is kind of what we want. Drop shots, just kind of whiffs. Like, this is a bad whiff. Well, the ball's still coming out, so he still might have a chance. By the time it reaches him, he can squeeze this in inside post. And this is why I always say aim for the inside post, because goalies generally are not going to try and defend that. But Greenzoid basically blocking the rest of the net to the best of his ability. Besides if it goes high. Like, if this goes high, you can't really do much about it. Continue here. It looks like that's what drop shot's going for. Like, if he hits this high, he probably gets it. But again, see how Greenzoid leaves that near post wide open? And that's why I always say try and shoot there, like when you're on the other team. It's generally your best bet that the goalie will not try and block if they're coming out to block angles. Greenzoid, though, he does an okay job here trying to block other angles. He could have swept in a little bit more because he is leaving a lot more of the inside post than I would like, because he's kind of blocking the outside post and a little bit of like a miss here. He should side flip to the right, if anything, if he's really trying to block drop shot, but he doesn't have to because he gets the whiff, and we can move on to back to the game. Let's go back to Greenzoid. We'll go to player review. Here we go. We're figuring out these controls again. All right. Skull Kid trying to make the clear. Like, this is a good idea by Greenzoid. Trying to go up the wall. Like, when you're the first man, you basically just want to block the clear attempt in your best, like, your best bet, basically. Trying to figure out where he's going to go and trying to get into that area to block it. And if you miss, it's not the end of the world because you're the first man up. He goes for this block, just misreads the corner. Unfortunate play there. I think he just barely got that boost. Yeah, that was close. He should have hustled here a little bit more. Maybe gone for like a front flip just to make sure he grabs that boost. He might have not gotten it, but this kind of rules out the pass for him because he's going for the demo, which is fine. He's just going back to grab boost, and then his teammates moving on up. Not the end of the world. Just trying to block any type of clear jumps. This was sketchy. So normally I say try and inch forward when no one has momentum, but Skull Kid's here. And he's going for the play. I understand that you're probably trying to read Yoda, and Yoda's probably going to make the play. But that was a little scary because Skull Kid could have popped that over your head. So just got to be a little bit careful about that. Worked out in the end, though. Nice wall aerial there. Trying to get the shot, like the surprise shot off. It's a pretty good pass by Yoda, just a little bit too far off the wall. Like, Yoda wants to throw that a little bit closer to the wall to make that pass a little bit more effective. So that wasn't really Greenzoid's fault. He tried to do what he could with it, but it just wasn't the greatest pass in the world. This was sketchy. You generally don't want to throw it back to your net like this, like off like a deflection, because that's really going to throw off your goalie. But luckily it didn't go in, but his teammate does miss it. Obviously he was trying for the block, but again, just got to be a little bit careful. Just a little bit off here or there on some of these plays. It's nothing like game-changing, but sometimes wins happen. Sorry, I'm tired. It's 1 a.m. I'm waiting for my flight to go to RLCS. But sometimes those small plays, they're not normally game-changing, but once in a while, they will be. Now this has got to be a harder shot. He could have hit this with his nose. Has a pretty good chance at it. Like if he just throws that in, to the outside post, to the right post, that's an easy goal. But he's got to use his bumper there, know that there's no goalie, and try and get it as fast as possible. Just a little bit of a missed shot. Again, small errors here or there, just very, very minor. But they are starting to add up now in this game that it could have been a bigger lead for them right now. Oof, almost squeezed that into the inside post. See how Skull Kid does not guard the inside post again? And that really, really close to going in. Skull Kid makes the weird save. Here, though, you got to try and pass this back. He sees Yoda. He sees Pops. Like, Pops isn't really going to do much. Like, if he passes this to Pops, Pops' only play is to pass it back to Yoda, and then that takes up too much time. So he's got to try and pass this back, but he just drove a little bit too far forward. And again, just a mistouch, and they lose possession of the play. Like, the third guy's been pushing up a little bit fast when these passes are trying to happen, I guess, but... Ooh, this play was sketchy, too. He kind of just lands there and doesn't know what to do. I've had that happen before. It sucks. Luckily, his teammate is there to bail him out, and this should be a pretty big clear, and it was. Well done there. Just throw it high into the corner, try and reset that defense, grab some boost wherever you can, and try and set up for the next play, which is not a bad idea. You don't always have to dribble it down and keep possession. In threes, it's fine to just throw it deep into a corner and reset on defense and get ready for the next play. Copy trying for the air dribble. Pointless. Like, it's weird. Like, so I'll talk about this a lot. I hate air dribbles. They're only good if you're like 10 out of 10 on them. And if you're not, then they're just a waste of time. So it's kind of a weird catch-22 of like, well, you have to practice them, so you're going to suck at them. But usually they don't work out too well, and you lose all your boost. So not the greatest play there. We're going to continue. This is a really fast game. Oh, just missing out on this play. Pops coming in big with the pass. Skull Kid with the whiff. Just got to read that better. Again, small little mistakes here and there from Greenzoid. And right now he's hovering right around that superstar champion. And like if he cleans up even half of those mistakes, this would have been a much easier win. And he would have been definitely happier with the performance. But it just seemed like just a little bit of mistakes here or there, trying to read balls off corners or trying to read it off the wall, just slightly off time and time again. And really, the only way to get better at that, you can go into custom training and try and practice, like, I don't know, backward hits or something like that, which his backward hit was really, really good. It was a hard play, and that one I'm not really worried about him missing. But some of these other plays, a little sketch, just a little bit off, and that's just keep playing, and it could just be like he had an off game. Like everyone has them, so if he cleans it up a bit, he should be rising through the champion ranks. We didn't get to see a lot of offense from him, or a lot of offense in general in this game, so it's hard to tell necessarily, but yeah, we'll see where it goes from here. Like, the only goal happened to be just a random goal there. Not much offense on either side. Let's actually go to the end a game scoreboard. I don't even think there was a lot of shots. Yeah, not a lot of shots. 4 for Greenzoid, but besides that, only 5 in the game. And yeah, very low scoring game, and those will happen though. And if you can get those wins, those are big deals. So just gotta be careful on some of these. I didn't realize Greenzoid was teamed up with his teammates. I could have mentioned a little bit more about him, but oh well. I'm sorry, Greenzoid. I did not know. But yeah, that was a replay analysis for Greenzoid. Thank you, Greenzoid, and thank you guys for watching. And yeah, this is before first week of RLCS. You guys will probably see it a little bit later, but I'm tired and I gotta get on a flight soon. So I'll see you next time. Later.